soup sandwich, Roy Jones Weekend Edition.
I feel like we did this already.
We did.
What's up?
What's going on, guys?
Man, we're with Roy Jones Jr. Weekend Extravaganza. We got one of Roy's artists here, young, badass rapper.
That's right.
Yeah.
SM Bullett. I'm in the house.
Welcome to the show, brother.
That's it.
Welcome to the show.
It's good, man. Good to be here.
So you're
Good to
saying
be
that
here.
you're taking over the game, man, and you're going to be
That's right.
you're better than Drake and Lil Wayne, and you are with Roy Jones, the mighty and the powerful.
That's right.
So how'd you meet Roy?
I met Roy a couple years back through my good friend Wop. Good friend of mine. You know, one of my OGs. I call him now. We was locked up together, and I was probably 18, 19 when I met Wop. He was a trainer upstate. I was into all the athletics, basketball, football, you know what I'm saying? So he wound up being a peer counselor for the juvenile program. So it was like, we went whooped on him in sports, and then he came like later in the week to help us with something. And we just started rapping. He was like, man, he wanted me to play, he wanted me to box. Then he told me about his baseball team.
I heard
And I
that.
told him, I'm like, I don't really box, you know, that takes too much dedication. I'm more of a rap, you know.
I saw you working that fucking bag over there, man. You look pretty good.
I'm athletic. So
You look
it's
pretty
like,
good.
Pick it up, quick.
And I can fight a little bit, so.
Well, after this, you get to fight Shamir in the ring.
Nah, I'm good.
No, yeah. It's too quick, man.
I don't want
Shamir's
to
too
do
quick.
that, you know what I'm saying?
Battle rap and then really battle.
Right?
Yeah, I don't want.
One for one. You do that battle, and that
He
battle.
need his confidence though, so you know. we don't want.
So we were talking, and you met Wop, and Wop seems to be one of the most people that made the biggest impression on Roy.
Yeah.
And so what did he mean to you? What does he mean to you?
A lot, man. He's the reason I'm here. You know, I was actually in Atlanta, running around with a lot of artists.
Yep.
And they called me. He was like, "Are you still rapping?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm still rapping." What do you mean?
Am I breathing?
Yeah. Like, what? He was like, "Man," so he was like, "Well, Roy wants to drop an album," and I'm like, "A music album?" He like, "Yeah, Roy wants to drop an album." So I'm like, "All right, cool." I'm like, "You want me to get on the song?" He like, "Nah, I want you to, come over here and help him get the label back." So I was like, "All right," but I'm in Atlanta. I'm in the club every night. So it took me a while. And one day, this is what happened. They called me one day, and it was him. It was Babyface. It's my other partner, Cole. Me, Babyface. I was on the phone. It was Wop. It was Babyface. It was Coco, our other little partner, who brought me out here. In Solomon. They was in a house. Had all the air mattress lined up. Like they just finished training because all of them had on work clothes. So they're like, "Man, what you doing?" And I was about getting ready to go out, and they were like, "Nigga, you need to come down here." My bad. They were like, "Man, you need to come down here and do this and do that." Yeah. And I was like, "I'm gonna come next week." I wound up coming. Roy left, so I came again. Roy was gone again.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We missed like 3 to 4 times like that. And they had Babyface had a party in Baton Rouge for his birthday, I think. They had a big concert. He was like, "Man, come perform." We performed, and they called Wop. They were like, "Wop, Roy just got home." It's about 2, 3 in the morning. So Wop come to me. Wop was like, "Hey, we could get him right now."
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go now.
Yeah.
We gotta go now.
So I'm like, we drinking, we toe up. He don't drink, none of the fighters, no, they good. But we rap, so we toe up. We like, I'm like, Roy gonna see me drunk. I'm like, you know what? Hell with it, let's go. So we get here. It's about 5 in the morning when we make it here. When we make it here, Roy outside with the chicken. Like he's just sitting outside. He's just watching everything, and we pulls up, and Wop introduced us. Wop like, "Yo, man, this is who I've been telling you about. All the fighters out here." So when they greet me, he greet me. He like, "Well, shit. The rest history." You know what I'm saying? I ain't even have to rap for him. That's
Damn.
what messed me up because I'm thinking
You got to put like
Audition.
I'm trying to sober up to get raps in my head and remember stuff. And when I get there, he was just like, if it keep you out of trouble, you could come.
Yep. Beautiful.
I've been
Was
here ever since.
Atlanta have some problems a little bit? Like, was it rough to like any kind of situations out there that you needed to get away from, or
In Atlanta?
yeah,
Where do you? We're from Atlanta. Where'd you party in Atlanta?
Decatur.
Decatur.
Nice.
Yeah, mostly. I was hanging out with everybody. Jagged Edge, the whole BMF,
Yep.
a little bit of Grand Hustle, No Genre with Bill B. They were just starting their label.
Yep.
So I was under them. I was just really a sponge at the time. Just, you know what I'm saying?
Soaking it
moving
up,
around.
hanging out.
Look how crazy this is. And Wop can confirm this. The dude who was managing me at the time was locked up with us also. And he was boxing for a while, but I don't think he took it too serious after he got out, but all us know each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So when he was calling me, it was like he was taking me from my manager
Yep.
at the time, but my manager wanted to come down because he a fan of boxing and he knew Wop, he knew Face, he knew everybody too. So it was like, okay, cool. Look, I told my manager, I'm like, look, I know all these dudes cool. I love what they letting me be around. You know what I'm saying? This feel like home though. This is all my boys from jail. This is some of the
That's
dreams
family.
that we talked about
Yep.
sitting in there. You know what
That's
I'm
right.
saying? So it's like, this
it's
is why I
happening.
want
It's
roll.
real
Like,
right
yeah,
now. It's real.
So I'm
Yeah.
like, look, since then it been history. You know?
Dream come true, man. You fulfilled.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, crazy. It's
What-
like a movie almost. You know what I'm saying? It's like real life movie type. It's
What actor plays you in that movie?
Yep.
me.
You're gonna do yourself, okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to be. Yeah.
He's got a face for camera.
I don't
What about you? If you had a movie, who would be your actor?
Chris Hemsworth.
Jack Black. Jack Black
Chris,
would be yours.
Chris Hemsworth.
That's it.
'Cause he-
God damn.
You gotta think,
You
though.
went big in there. Like, Chris Hemsworth. Mine's Brad Pitt. It looks just like me.
But you don't want to. But what if the actor plays you better than?
Right. Right.
Like, what if he played a role too good?
People meet
Like,
you.
yeah.
People meet you in real life like that guy set really bad expectations.
Right.
But
But
they calling you. They calling
That's
you
right.
my real
Hello?
name, but the movie. Yeah.
But most of the time, movie version is better than the real life because it's fictional shit. But that's why I say, like, when Will Smith played Ali, nobody could play Ali like Ali.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
motherfucker was Muhammad Ali.
Right.
He was the closest.
Like,
yeah.
he was as good as he could be, but
And
you
that's
can't be that guy.
one of the most talented human beings on earth, giving it his best shot.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's incredible.
That's it. But what about you, Bailey? Who's playing you?
It's a good question. I don't know.
I'll have to
I
think
don't know what
about
my
that.
movie. I don't know what my movie would be about yet.
Yeah,
No?
You know
it's
what I
halfway
mean?
through.
Biopic, baby, about your life.
Yeah, goddamn, that'd be a boring movie. It's 15 minutes long. The last 2 years, and the only reason I've done anything cool. The preludes are the first 19 years of my life.
But you can make some shit up. That's what they
That's
do.
right.
You and Kyle are
I
members
really
of the
do some
Rastafari church.
That's yeah.
And then you just remix.
You
it.
seen that?
You see, you do it.
You got
twice.
that on you?
Let
Kyle,
me see my wallet.
let me see your membership card.
I got mine.
Yeah.
Look, they're members.
Describe-
Card carrying members.
What?
Walk us through what this is.
Hold up.
So I went to Toronto last year. Sanctuary of the Rastafarian Order. That's what that is. So I went to Toronto last year, and like the actual dispensaries were closed because I got there at like 7 p.m.
He said what?
So we're fucking off like in the wrong part of Toronto. You know what I mean? Like we're fucking.
Yeah, right?
So we in this little head shop and they're selling glass and stuff like that, but not weed. So I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like this is my last hope. I'm like chalking it. And the very next door, like we walk out and we're like depleted at this point, you know. And then I'm like, fuck, we're gonna have to wait till tomorrow, which is the worst thing ever. You know, I'm there for a whole week. I gotta wait till tomorrow. And this lady pops her head out of the door beside us, and she's like, "Y'all motherfuckers looking for some weed?" And I was like,
Yes.
"Yes." I was like, "How did you know?" She's like, "I could tell." And I was like, "Cool."
I know that fiend when I look at it.
So she was like, "The way that we do it, we're not an actual dispensary. They have their license through. It's like a religious
Yeah.
something. So you pay $5 to join the sanctuary of the Rastafarian order. You get a card that lets you know that you're official. You know, you got your own
Member.
number and shit.
Yep.
And you get a free joint too.
Hell yeah.
For $5, you get a free
the experience
joint.
alone, right?
Pays for itself.
Right?
Then you get in there and weed's bullshit.
Awful. That's awful. It's just dirt.
I went to the dispensary the next day and
Killer
was
story
like,
there.
It's a great story.
yeah, it was bullshit though.
Yeah.
It was religious weed. It
Was
was
it?
weed for religion, not for getting
Oregano.
You said that you were like, man, I'm in the wrong business. You know, religion is the big business.
It
man.
is
That's
a
where all the
huge
fucking money
business.
comes from.
Right.
Yes, I know.
One of the
Trust
biggest businesses.
People give you their money and they're just happy about it.
me. Yeah, that's big business.
It's incredible.
Yeah, I stay away from it.
Tell us about
They
a
dangerous.
little bit about growing up in Louisiana, man. What was that like? And what kind of shaped you and molded you, and how did you get into rapping?
Action packed, man.
Yeah? Listen, no holds barred, man.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I can say this. You grow up maybe faster than you want to.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because you find out once you make certain choices, you can't kind of
You stuck with
go
him.
back. Yeah,
stuck with
yeah. So it's like either two things can happen from that. You know what I mean? You can go forward, you could join up on it, or you could try to curve and go left field, which people really don't care about anyway. Because if you struck first, then I want my leg back.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It don't matter if you trying to go get a job tomorrow.
Yep.
Like, what? All right, cool. It's easy for me now. I know where to catch her. 2 is it? 9 o'clock, right?
Yep.
I'll be here waiting. But so it's like it's either or, and a lot of the times you don't understand that until it's too late.
Yep.
You
You're
know?
caught up.
Yeah, and there's a lot of good people.
But it's kids doing kid shit.
And,
Right.
then doing man shit.
That's it.
You grow into that.
But
And
then-
sometimes too soon. Like a lot of times too soon.
Cause, Cause where we from was kid shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, you might be thinking we should be doing this and doing that. They doing this and that.
Yep.
Like you go in my city right now, they popping cars and this young kid.
Yep. You start early.
You know, my little cousin just got shot in the head. He wasn't 16.
Damn.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
You survived.
Stolen car, yeah.
Good.
But he, you know what I'm saying, it's changed his life forever.
Yeah, of course.
You
Hopefully
know?
for the better, right?
He
Like
ain't
these
gonna
change.
but he ain't gonna walk the same.
Oh,
He don't think
fuck.
that,
Like,
you know what I'm
fucked up
saying?
his
He
body.
messed
Yeah.
up. He able to, he functioning a little because he's strong, man. He's strong. Shout out to him too, man.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. But
What's his name? You could drop it.
Dre, man. Dre, man. Shout out to you, Dre, man. You know, he's strong, bro.
Keep
And
it
he's
after,
like
brother.
good spirit too. You know, he know what he did though. You know what I mean? And that's the biggest thing. When he see me, first time he seen me, he didn't know who I was.
Damn.
He was like, and his mama was right there next to him. And he was like,
Trying to put it back.
yeah, he thinking about it. He like, you,
He had a familiar feeling, but he just got put
yeah.
together. Yeah.
And this what happened. His mama, my cousin Angel, she was like, who that is? She said, so you don't know your cousin? He said, I do, ma. She said, he the one rap.
That's what he remembered.
That's what he
Isn't that incredible?
couldn't get my name.
Yep.
He was like, man, you rap.
It's the association.
I'm like,
you know?
man, what's up with you, man? He like, man, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. He like, but I want to be in the video. You feel me?
You're
Like,
you're
hell,
in.
lad,
You're
look,
in.
yeah, forget it's about the lane you about
Right.
to go up. Let's talk about these videos
Right.
and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So,
That's the same.
Just
That's mental
right.
relief, though.
It's the
mental
same
relief.
thing
for
you
him.
heard from Roy though. If it would keep you out of trouble.
Yep.
yeah, so, that's what stuck with me with Roy, though. Like, I had a lot of people want to sign me, but the fact that I ain't had to rap for him,
He didn't make you like he just brought you and his family right away. He didn't make you jump through hoops. He said you're in.
listen.
He believed in you.
I'm gonna get when you talk to WAP, check it out. When you talk to WAP, he could confirm this. We was here. We came here. Roy still had his big house. We went to the big house to visit, and he had the studio right on side it. The next day, me and my partner Coco, we stood there for about 3-4 months.
Yep.
I slept on a table like this
Damn.
with the shit you put on the wall.
Yeah.
I put it all on here.
Drywall.
No, for the studio.
The phone.
The phone.
The phone.
Okay.
I put the foam on top of the table.
I didn't know how rough
Right.
it was.
Listen, I put the foam on top of the table. I put a sheet around the table and was laying on there. My partner was laying on the piano.
Damn.
Listen, but we ain't have to.
You wanted to.
We just ain't want to leave the studio.
Yeah. You wanted to be there.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And they had dudes living in Pensacola that wasn't coming to the studio.
Yep.
And I remember them getting mad, like, man, these dudes got all the songs. He like, them niggas ain't never left.
Slept
They
on
act-
the fucking piano.
Yeah,
Literally
like, bro,
live
they
there.
right here. They ain't
That's their
never
home.
even went nowhere.
That's their home.
Has a bed made out of soundproofing.
You know what I mean? So he like, it ain't me
Sleep on
telling
music.
them.
You were sleeping on music.
It was just, thank God, this was my celly.
Damn.
This the dude slept next to me in jail
Yep.
for about 2.5 years.
But you had that perspective too. It's like I could be in jail or I could be doing this and getting after it.
Well, we knew what the other side is.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, if you ain't doing this, what you doing?
Did you? So Roy was talking about WAP's perspective after being in for 35 years straight and how he's positive and uplifting and has a great mindset. Did you catch some of that from him too when you got to hang around him? Did that rub off on you and give you hope to get back out and
WAP,
chase
yeah.
after it?
Yeah, see, WAP thought he was everybody's daddy. in there.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? WAP was like the daddy / uncle, grandpa
Yep.
to everybody.
Father
You feel what
figure.
I'm saying? Yeah, it was a few times he got in trouble in there, and we damn near was starting riots
Of
up
course.
there. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
his whole
Behind
team,
him.
the whole-
Yeah. Like,
And it was
niggas was going
majority.
on straight, like, for real. Like, y'all tripping with WAP. Like, nah, they ain't rocking. But,
Especially with the story of how he's there in the first place.
yeah, man, that, like,
It's fucked up.
when you get a chance to hear his story, I think you get an understanding of it. Because, like, you don't just get respect in jail. Like, people think, oh, he older, and nigga just gon'
No, it's kill or be killed.
yeah, like, they don't care about if you owe whatever. But the approach, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't have to come over there and try to tutor nobody. You don't have to come over there to try to talk to nobody. You know what I'm saying? But when you can be relatable, and that was one of the things he was good at. You know what I'm saying? Like, when people know, hold up, this nigga real deal.
Yep.
You feel me?
Yep.
Like, he went there and then added on some more shit.
wasn't just
We're like,
preaching.
hold,
Yeah.
like, I don't, what y'all talking, but what you can take from it is his situation too,
Yep.
which was, he probably messed up at first, but then he got in there, wild out a little bit more and put himself in a real jam to
Yeah.
where he couldn't fix it right then and there. He had to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I remember he went up for parole, like right before he got granted, they denied him one time. That shook the whole jail out.
Damn.
You know, and they were like, what? Wow. You know what I'm saying? We could, all right, 18, 19, 20-year-old WAP.
Yeah.
We see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but did y'all even much get a chance to know who he is the last couple years? Like last 30 years, did you
Right.
He's
find
changed.
out
He's
who this
changed.
person is? Yeah, like.
Not only is he changed other people.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
like, but the first mistake, but that second one, nah, hell nah, this nigga psycho. That's all they gonna think about, you feel me?
Yeah.
And that's what you can learn. It's like, okay, you're on this type of charge already. You're already up here.
Yep.
You could get stuck here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was one of the things you could have took from it if you was willing to. Now, I ain't saying that everybody took it. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of ones who was there with us who gone already.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who then came home and they already dead. You
Yep.
know? God bless them, but that's what it is.
what happened, yeah.
Some of them back in there, you know. But like I say, it was, you could take it, and I think the ones who did is, we still talk, all us. You know what I'm saying? Like, probably not every day like we used to, but one of us can't have an achievement without you
Beautiful.
seeing
Yeah.
everybody reach out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's one of those type of things. Like WAP called me. I'm about to show you right now. Show you, I ain't lying. Today, 12/28. You going? Because he was about to come out here. And I texted him. He said, I figured you probably wanted to ride or you wanted to come. but I had already got a ride.
Pulling up.
Yeah, so he would, that's what I was telling you earlier. I'm like, so when he kept calling, I said, let me go ahead and answer because he gonna keep trying to find me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I said, nah, I'm on my way. He said, oh, that's good. I'm on my way. I see you in a minute. You know what I mean? But he one of them. He could have been halfway here if I'd have called him and be like, yo, wow. He'd have fussed at me the whole time. You know what I'm saying? He'd have fussed his ass off, but he'd have turned around. And it's just like,
solid.
To make sure you stay on that track. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He know, like, it's a few times he'd be like, get from down there, you know, mad at us. And whatever he got to do to get us from down there, it might hurt him. He ain't gonna tell us, but you know what I'm saying?
He's just gonna have
Man,
the best interest
we
at
know
heart.
what's up, you heard me? But yeah, you had to start kind of doing things on your own. But that's one of the things why I moved in with Roy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, let me cherish this moment. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
And who you hang around with is going to bleed into your life and their life. You know what I mean? So if you're around the champ, you're around WAP, you're around all these people that have your best interest at heart because they want to see you win and see you do well.
And often we reminded of where we came from.
Yep.
It's easy to be reminded. You know what I'm saying?
Do you look at that as like a tailwind that pushes you further into success, or do you kind of
Always. Because if one of us make it, all of us make it.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, if I stop, then it hurt the chances of all of us. You know what I mean?
How old were you when you started rapping?
Seriously?
Yeah.
Probably like 18.
18?
When I got locked up.
Really?
Yeah.
That was like a way for you to deal with it, probably.
But I used to rap in high school, like joking and stuff. Like we used to say lunchtime and shit, we'll catch the night walk, they'll be coming. And they had a few rappers and shit, so we'll be going back and forth, talking about each other like that. So people would be like, bro, you kind of good to say we just be joking all the time, you know? And I did a few raps, but that wasn't nothing I was trying to do. I was into the band.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I was into the drums and the whole band and all that. So I was musically driven already, I can say that, you know what I mean? But putting the words with it and doing it like that, I just thought it was fun at first. And then when I went to jail, it was just something to do besides think about jail.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Where you are.
Yeah, escapism a little
Then
bit.
after so many notebooks, people like, say, hey, well, man, what you be writing over there? You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't used to rapping to nobody.
Yep.
I'm like, man, I just be writing, like poetry, spoken, open word, like just thoughts, raps. Say, you rap? I said, yeah. I said, man, kick some. I'm like, So I flipped through a few pages. I kicked some. He looked at me. He was like, hold on. He was like, hey, come here.
Hey, you.
He was like, kick that again right fast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking he about to try to joke on me, you know what I mean? So I'm like, no, I'm gonna do another one. So I'm thinking he didn't like it. He like, no, man, do that one. He like, man, that bitch hot. So now I hear him say it's hot. I'm like, okay. So I rapped it. Do it like, and you just been sitting over here all this time.
Hold it in.
I'm like, man, be honest.
You know where we are. We need the entertainment, man. Fucking spit more.
Basically, that's what a nigga say. Like, we've been in this sucker trying to find something to do.
Where have you been?
So it was just like, rap something else. And eventually they were just like trying to rap me out. And I'm like, I don't have that many.
Do you remember that rap that you gave to them? Has that stuck with you as like a...
The hook of it, I can remember.
Yeah. What is it?
I'm the murder man. I come through and murder a man, a gun in my hand. I'm the realest you heard of, man. I'm started again. I'm labeled insane in my brain. I blew out his brain for a little bit of change. I'm the murder man. See, I come through and murder a man, a gun in. But you know,
damn, man.
Yeah,
and they were going crazy, huh?
What?
I bet they were.
And
I bet they were.
The fact that everything, I think, will add the emphasis is you in there on a red band. So a red band is like, I'm on like a 10 murder and 2 robberies.
Yeah.
And you rapping this type of little song, but you look like you 13, 14 years old, nigga, like, man. And you know what I'm saying? I became like a radio to the jailhouse.
Did that help you with like the politics of prison? Like, was that something where people took you into their circles more and like kind of, I wouldn't say like you protect yourself, but like when you have a tribe, you're stronger with a tribe, or did it kind of put you out with some people like this guy's trying to shine in front of all of us? Like so it was inclusive.
Yeah, okay. I think when people found out I rap, man, my jail sentence got like
it was beautiful.
Piece of cake. Yeah, like people.
It's like being a comedian. Like make people laugh. Like you make people feel good.
Yeah,
they're gonna want to be around you.
Exactly, and it was just one of them things. Like, I get on. Say I leave from this jail and I come to this jail, and people always want to find out who you is, where you're from, this type of thing.
What you did to get in there.
You know what I mean? So people be like, you from the 8 Wall, St. Rock. And like I said, the 8 Wall, it ain't a big hood. It ain't like the Magnolia or Holly Grove or the 9th Wall. This is a small hood, so ain't that much, the same dudes. If you say this area, all right, I know it's this many motherfuckers that rep this little part of town, you feel me? So it's quick for people to bring it up, like, hey, well, be like, man, you rap? And I'd be like, yeah. All right, so you Bullett? I'd be like, yeah. From there, he'd be like, okay. Yeah, I heard about this song and this song and this. I'm like, how, though? Like, it ain't no CDs or nothing. Like, I'm doing them, beating on my chest, and but it's like, it travels. People leave and go
when it's good, right? Like when it's good, like a business or anything else, when you're good at something, people find out about it.
Yeah. It got to a point where the jailhouse used to want me to rap for like certain events, and
that's fucking awesome.
like Christmas time, or like they have a graduation or a special conference or something like that, where they doing something for like inmates and shit. They'd be like, well, they'll come down or they'll send me a letter and saying, man, we want you to perform this and this and the third. And the first few times I was like, no, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I'm not doing nothing for you, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So they were like, man.
Put $100 on my commissary and then I'll be
there.
Right.
Like, hook me up with something.
Y'all the same ones try to lock me up all day. Like, I don't want rap for entertain you, motherfucker. So, nigga, like, So people like, no, bitch, you gotta kind of finesse them. Cause like, if you do that, then they kind of give you a little leeway, right?
Right.
So it's like, I'm like,
play the game.
Yeah, I'm like, nah.
Politics.
Because at first you like, you don't want rap. Then when I catch y'all rapping on the yard, I'm gonna break the shit up or threaten y'all with citing a riot. Because there's so many people huddled up and I don't know what y'all
you're
doing.
You're creating emotion. Like,
so it's
excited.
Y'all can easily break us up every time we try to huddle up and shit like that. But
you gotta work the system.
When you stop huddling us up, that stop the smoke breaks, that stop the little smoke sessions. You know what I'm saying? Like, you messing with the jokes now. So it was like, all right, well, look, I'll rap if we could do this and we could do that. Nice. You know what I'm saying? And they'll be like,
negotiating.
Yeah, I'll be like, well, look, y'all, we could bring the speakers.
Everywhere.
I love it.
You could bring the speakers and this, and they'll be like, well, no cursing and this and the third. So it started working, but like, they the cops, so like, nigga ain't gonna do it too much.
It only goes so far.
Yeah. Like, I think I did it like twice. It was like a Black History one. And like everybody was like, bro, you gotta do this one, man. And I don't even remember what the hell I rapped, man. I ain't gonna lie. It was me and another dude, though. He was singing. Man, this dude. One of the best, shout out Pew, man. One of the best singers I ever heard live. Like, can emulate almost anybody.
Yep.
And like, but he a rapper, but I tell him, your voice so powerful, I don't think you should rap.
Yep.
And you're not a bad, like, he's dope as a rapper, but your voice is like,
so good.
Is one of a kind. Like, somebody can learn to rap like you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or they can be a ghostwriter to you. Like, but you
can either sing or you can't like that.
Exactly.
I get it.
Cannot blow.
You can practice a lot on rapping. You can get better and better, better. But if you've got that fucking voice, you can't get that. I got that. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I just use your lyricism with your voice, and I think that'll work for him. You know what I'm saying?
You take that advice, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He had went back to jail, but the thing is, he don't really need to take my advice because, like I say, he bad, man. Yeah. Like, Yeah, he was already bad. So me and him did it. Man, they actually made him an institutional need because he was in the band of the jail. Like, they used to really get booked, like, to go sing places. like, really, like, real shit. Like, he, like, the lead singer, and he had the drummer, guitar. Like, he had a real band, and he couldn't transfer from the jail. Like, he was an institutional need.
Wow.
Because he could sing. Like, he was dope.
Was that good for him or bad for him?
It
Not
was,
be able to move around.
It was bad because he couldn't leave if he wanted. It was good because he had his little perks that came with him being in the band singing. Like, just saying if he was from Baton Rouge, so he wasn't far from home. But to say if he was from somewhere else, they wouldn't even allow him to get closer to his home. I think he out now. I think he had went back. I think he out. Like,
damn, you need to,
hopefully he out.
Hit him up, get him on the album.
That's it.
Yeah. I text him, but you know how that go. Social media, people respond back. You know.
For sure.
So you pick up the rap game to be able to really, it's cathartic and therapeutic. You're passing time in prison.
Yeah, it just was a joke, like, but it became the fact that everybody wanted to hear me rap made me write.
Of course.
More raps.
Like, gives you self-esteem. Like,
like let me write some more before they be coming jam me up.
And you get better and better and better. You know, it's like when we were talking about the jokes, when people write jokes, they're comedians and like look at their shit from like 20 years ago. This sucked, motherfucker.
Like,
this sucked bad.
I find that hard as hell, though.
Yeah.
Like to write a joke.
Oh yeah. Well, but they would think that doing what you do is hard as hell.
Yeah. Like.
So, 8, look, man. Honestly, I appreciate you doing this shit, man. Keep fucking grinding.
Yeah.
And man, you're gonna kill this fucking world if you keep doing it.
Keep hammering, brother.
So what I want you to do is I want you to spit us some of that fucking fire. Let everybody hear it. And then we gonna get out of here.
All right. That's light work. I say I behold is this ground that I walk on, so walk on. I leave all of your smarts gone. They thought wrong. They thinking that I wasn't focused. I'm still posted in the game, making them forfeit. Never had no coaching, but still I give him what he asked for. Shine on a nigga. I'm never using the backboard. I ain't hit that nigga that opened all of his back more. Ran in the studio when they opened the back door. Drunk off the ace of spade when they see me in the club. Never really had a heart, but the diamonds made me love. My life is like a deck of cards. Bet not deal me wrong, or I'm cutting all day. Nigga, my trunk's long. I'm right there on the front lawn, 238s with no hammer. Watch how I NBA jam you, I hold my corner down. Deion Sanders got it for 1,500, nigga. The Dodge Rammers. Look, I ain't talking trucks. Bucks is what I'm trying to get. $150 cross the lip for all of the bucket shit. Won't beef. You don't even know who you fucking with. Gun always with me. You'll think that I was fucking it, It's a nosy bitch, always touching shit. I can move a whole brick without even touching it. Got some youngins play the strip, they just waiting on the word. You can get what you need from an old to a bird. Out here every day, right there, you on the curb. Check the stats, bitch, I'm in the books and I ain't talking nerds. Woo, I run the streets, so watch how you swerve off. Skirt, that's a head-on collision. See, for the ball, you gotta fight for position. At any given, you gotta be ready defending. My dogs up in prison, they beef still living, but I'm fresh home. See, that's a fucked up position. My girl tripping, she think that I'm cheating, but I love money, so fuck it, I'm leaving. I pack my shit and roll, no words to her. I love this money to death, so I propose to her. I walk down the aisle, big Kool-Aid smile, gonna be the best man. Yeah, that bitch hold me down. SRB, yeah, shit, I holds it down. Body hate bangers, we here now. You dig?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah, brother.
Man.
Great job, man.
We're out, man.
Yeah.
Be kind to each other, man. Be kind to each other.
Yes, sir.